Ladies and gents, live until the end of the Serie A transfer market. The Premier League transfer market ends at midnight tonight Italian time, 11 p.m. UK time, but the Serie A transfer market ends in 34 minutes. So join me in these 34 minutes and we'll talk about not just Roma deals, but in general, breaking news, Serie A deals in general. And obviously, smash the like button. It's the last day of the transfer market. Let's get 30 likes by the end of the stream. It will be absolutely amazing. And let's talk about breaking news first, because basically, breaking news is that Roma is not going to buy anyone else in these last hours, in these last minutes. Actually, in these last hours, because this breaking news came this morning. In these last minutes and over the course of today, Thiago Pinto has confirmed that Roma is not going to buy anyone else. Now, there are slight chances in these last 33 minutes and a half that we might see some players going on a loan. One of these players is Darboe. Darboe might leave on a loan. Obviously, Darboe would never leave on a permanent deal because he's a young player. He's got massive potentials, I think. So giving him away on a permanent deal in these last 33 minutes would be such a bad thing. He might go on a loan, so I'll keep you updated if some breaking news come out. In general, basically, Thiago Pinto has confirmed that there were difficulties in giving and in assigning Diawara to a new team. Both Valencia and Venezia kind of lost their interest in Diawara over the course of this morning. And that basically meant that Diawara is not leaving in January. He will leave in the summer, this is not something that Diawara is not going to leave anymore. Diawara is going to leave, but he's going to leave this summer, which basically means that in these last 32 minutes, we cannot expect any other players coming inside the new Roma team. We might, as I said before, see some players, leaving. We might. One of these is Ibrahima Darboe, which is kind of the transfer market boom in these last couple of minutes for AS Roma. But in general, over the course of these 30 minutes, ask questions in the live chat, because feel free to ask questions because I'll answer them. And not just Roma today, we'll focus about the Serie in general and just the global transfer market as well. It is a Roma channel, but we're interested in other deals as well. Now, just finishing our Roma kind of deals, Mourinho has asked Thiago Pinto, they've had agreements over the course of these days, which basically are still transfer market related, but it's kind of Mourinho alarming Thiago Pinto and preparing Thiago Pinto for some players which Mourinho wants to see this summer, So Mourinho's already thinking ahead. Mourinho knows that he's not expecting anyone else in these last 31 minutes to be an addition in his team, but he's asking Thiago Pinto to work on some of the players that he has requested for this summer, because he knows, he has faith. And obviously, as we always say, this is a construction year. And, from next year, we can start fighting for our objective. Now, one of these players, which Mourinho has asked for in these last couple of hours, this is obviously in the summer if it happens, is Gonçalo Guedes from Valencia, Portuguese national team. Valencia or a team like every other team struck by COVID who need to find some money, who have been economically hit by the pandemic. And Gonçalo Guedes is one of their main stars, but he can easily be sacrificed this summer. Now, obviously, Mourinho would have loved for Guedes, to have joined Roma in this January transfer window, but unfortunately, Valencia was asking £40 million to Roma to buy this guy in January, and this is why in the summer Valencia will ask less money, and this is one of the few players which Thiago Pinto and Mourinho are already focusing on when it comes to this summer's transfer market. Now, we do have one player which we have bought, which obviously is an academy player, but we're a Roma channel, let's talk about it. Basically, this morning at around 1 p.m. Italian time, Thiago Pinto, I'm reading this off Fabrizio Romano, has bought a Croatian young midfielder under the name of Mate Ivkovic. His contract has been deposited in the Serie, and he basically came from a team called Hajduk Split. And Roma paid 600k for a young academy Croatian midfielder under the names of Mate Ivkovic. So, he's gonna join the academy team, and we've seen Mourinho kind of getting calls to many academy teams, so we might see him over the course of the second half of the season. Basically, all we know is that Nandes was one of our objectives. Juventus were also interested in Nandes, but unfortunately Juventus have both Vlahovic and Zakaria. Zakaria is officially a new Juventus player, and obviously there is something called financial fair play, and they cannot allow themselves to buy Nandes as well. So I do think Nandes will stay at Cagliari and help them survive from relegation, in these last couple of months of the Serie, and then this summer he'll definitely leave. I'll sign on a piece of paper that he will leave Cagliari, and Roma are a team which are interested in him. So if we see him this summer, it would not be a surprise. We're coming up to 25 minutes until the end of the Serie transfer market. We've got breaking news from Real Madrid and PSG, because apparently PSG and Real Madrid have found an agreement for Kylian Mbappe to join the Spanish team in June, and he is gonna earn 50 million euros per year. Ha ha ha. Under the name of financial fair play. But yes, what a big breaking news. Mbappe is going to join Real Madrid this summer, and he's going to earn 50 million pounds per year, which is absolutely insane if you ask me. Other than that, breaking news. Let's go on Fabrizio Romano, because he's the man, the myth, the legend. We need one more signing since our challenger for the fourth Juventus strengthened. Yes, I do agree with that, mate, but unfortunately nothing is going to happen. Fabrizio Romano has said that Roma is not going to buy anyone else because difficulties in the Diawara deal, and we all know that. We would have bought someone else if Diawara was going to leave. Christian Eriksen joins Brentford. I'm so happy for him. I am really genuinely happy for Christian Eriksen. I would have never, ever imagined to see Christian Eriksen back playing football. So I'm very, very happy for him. Back in the Premier League with a Danish manager, Thomas Frank. So yeah, Donny van de Beek on loan to Everton from Manchester United. Another good reinforcement from them. AC Milan wanted and have had a proposal to sign Renato Sanchez, but Leo have turned that down. Ndombele, obviously one of our objectives that we've been talking in these last couple of months, has joined Lyon on a loan move, and if Lyon wants to buy him back, because he was a Lyon player before going to Spurs, they need to pay 65 million pounds. It is quite a lot of money, frankly speaking, but it's the same situation as we would have paid the same amount of money if he was gonna go to Roma. So, Tottenham bought him for a very substantial amount of money. They need that, they need that amount back. So, Ndombele is on loan, has gone on loan to Lyon. I assume he's very happy on that. And if Lyon wants to buy him, they need to pay 65 million. I do think it's very exaggerated, but, we all know why. Right, let me go on. Obviously, by the way, speaking about yesterday's, we spoke about Mason Greenwood. He's been arrested yesterday night. So we'll see how that situation develops. Dembele was close on joining Manchester United. Trust Dembele. Whoever buys in Dembele, I don't think buying Dembele would be that bad of a thing, that bad of a situation, because he is a good player. He is a very good talent. But I have a feeling clubs need to learn that buying Dembele is gonna cause problems, because it's not the first time he has caused problems. Borussia Dortmund, he didn't present himself. He didn't attend training sessions. At Barcelona, what has happened, I'm not too sure. Who buys in Dembele? Dembele, not Ndembele. That's Ndombele. Dembele. Whoever buys Dembele, yes, you've got a good talent, but it's gonna cause problems. Zakaria, new Juventus player. Yes, something to talk about is Juventus indeed, because they are big contenders. And as I said yesterday, in 16 years of my life, for 15 years, I've seen Juventus being champions of Italy, and for one single year, I've seen Inter Milan be champions of Italy. Now, they realize that they cannot afford them. They just can't not go in a Champions League. And I have a feeling they're gonna just leave Vlahovic and Zakaria aside. I have a feeling either way, the Serie would have let Juventus go in a Champions League, because we know who they are. So they bought Zakaria, one of the players we were interested in. Their biggest problem was the midfielder section. I think it's sorted. I think Zakaria is one of those players, you buy one for the price of two. He is amazing. When we were close to Zakaria, buying him this summer, I was very mind blown. Because I would have never imagined Zakaria joining Roma. He didn't eventually join, but he's now a Juventus player. They were big contenders, so they've got a good team. We have to, and that's why winning against them in January, that match which we lost 4-3, was absolutely fundamental. It didn't happen. Now, they've got a tough calendar. Apart from Sunday, if we just forget Sunday, they're playing at home against Verona. If you ignore that, after that match, they have got Atalanta Juventus, which is a match they can easily lose. Juventus Torino, they've got a derby. Then they have got Empoli Juventus. They've got a toughish calendar, I'd say. And obviously another name we were close, we were linked to is Danilo Pereira. PSG, to loan Danilo Pereira out, had to loan someone in. They were interested in Ndombele, which is why they offers Danilo Pereira to us. But unfortunately, Ndombele has gone to Lyon, which are one of their biggest contenders. So that's not going to happen. Right, let's get back onto Fabrizio Romano here. But yeah, definitely breaking news. Biggest news is Mbappe basically finding an agreement with Real Madrid, earning £50 million per year, which I think is monstrous. Jesse Lingard obviously wants to leave Manchester United. West Ham and Newcastle are both interested in him. Let's see. Lo Celso from Tottenham joins Villarreal on loan. I think, is it on loan? Yes, on loan. Villarreal have loaned Lo Celso, which is interesting. Dele Alli to Everton. I think this is the most useless thing ever. I'm not going to talk about Everton here. I think let's focus on the Serie A as well, because obviously Roma is in the Serie A. Lazio have bought Cabral. They have bought Cabral from Sporting Lisbon. They've paid £8 million in general, and they've loaned this guy in. I've never heard of. Also something to talk about is Aubameyang, because he was set to become a new Barcelona player. Then basically Barcelona had problems paying his salary, and Arsenal have said that they're not going to help Barcelona pay his salary. So basically Barcelona has cancelled his medics. Let's see. Target from Aston Villa joins Newcastle. And Inter Milan are interested in two Sassuolo players. One of them is very, very interesting. Scamacca. Inter are interested in them. I'm not sure if it will happen in these last 21 minutes and 13 seconds. Let's see what else happened. Castillejo from AC Milan has said no to Sampdoria, which I think is absolutely mind-blowing. It's mental, because he's got the same situation as Diawara. He's not going to play at AC Milan, and he just turned down an option to go to Sampdoria, which is a team where he will be the best player there. I don't think some of these players, I always struggle to find what goes inside their head. Pandev joined Parma. This is unbelievable. Pandev has been a Genoa player since God knows how much time. I have seen Pandev being a Genoa player for at least 10 years. He has joined Parma, which is Buffon's team in the Serie B. Interesting. That's very, very, very interesting. And also Kyrie is trying to loan Darboy from us in. As I said before, Darboy will not go on a permanent move. He's got potential. He's staying at Roma. So he's Kyrie trying to loan him in. They wanted Diawara, but then they lost their interest in Diawara because Diawara said no too many times. Let's see what other things we can talk about. Let's see some other breaking news. Perotti, ex-Roma player, is one step away from joining Salernitana, which is very interesting. Perotti is the man who made us get in a Champions League. It was the year Totti left. It was the last year of Spalletti, which is very interesting. Perotti is very experienced. I love him as a player, so I'm happy for him. And hopefully he can help Salernitana safe. I highly doubt it. Salernitana are woeful. And yep, Zakaria, we already talked about that. Nat Phillips joins Bournemouth on loan. Kulusevski, this is definitely something to talk about because it's obviously it's about Juventus, which are our biggest contenders. I think Juventus here have done one hell of a good commerce, if you want to put it that way. I think Kulusevski is one of those players which is worth a lot of money, but is just a ghost of a player. It's just insane. He just never turns up to matches. So he has gone to Tottenham on loan with an option of rebuy of £40 million for Kulusevski. If Kulusevski is worth £40 million, Zaniolo is worth £80 million. Full stop. And Ben Tanker has gone to Tottenham as well. The reason why there are so many players going from Juventus to Tottenham is because the Tottenham director, Paratici, was an ex-Juventus, was that last year he was the Juventus director, so they've got straight contacts, and Kulusevski and Bentancur have gone to Tottenham, and Juventus have bought Vlahovic and Zakaria. Right, let's see. Donny van de Beek just signed his contract. Brian Gill joins Valencia on loan from Tottenham. He came to Tottenham after basically with a loan. Lamela went to Sevilla and Gill. And Steven Bergwijn is not going to Ajax. Conte wants to keep him after that glorious match against Leicester, so he's not going there. Right. Let's read some comments in the meantime, because we've got 17 minutes until the end of the Serie transfer market. We're not expecting any other players to come in. We might expect some players to leave on loan, I highly think, rather than on permanent deals. Eyes on Darboe in these last 17 minutes, because he might join Cagliari or Venezia on loan, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated in these last 17 minutes. I would have loved Nathan Hernandez. He's aggressive without the ball and has a good ball playing ability. Yeah, I think he would have been a great addition to the team, and it would have allowed way more squad depth and rotation. How realistic is the Fredkins project to turn Roma as a future powerhouse to rival Juventus and Inter? I mean, it's all a difference of money, to be honest, because they have got the money. Juventus and Inter Milan have got the money that we don't have. I do think, Juventus have a lot of good players, have both very good players, but don't play good football. And I've repeated this many times, but Juventus do not play good football. And I already said this as well. I highly think in these last, 4 months of Serie action, I think Vlahovic will not be that good as he was at Fiorentina. Because I think he knows the Serie, but he needs to get adapted to a bigger club than Fiorentina. So I don't think Vlahovic can give the same impact he gave to Fiorentina to Juventus in these last 4 months, which are the most important for Juventus. Because as I said before, if they don't win a Champions League, it's mind-blowing, and it will be very economically drastic for them. What do you think of Mourinho's obsession with Xhaka? He's not shining in the Premier League. I don't mind Xhaka. I think he's very aggressive, and I think he's a prototype player for Mourinho. Xhaka to Roma is kind of postponed to the summer, because Arsenal said Xhaka was not going to leave in January, but Mourinho is paying close attention to Xhaka. He wants Xhaka. So I highly think that's a deal which can happen, because fairly speaking, Xhaka is going to leave Arsenal this summer, and we can say anything about him, but he is going to leave. He doesn't want to stay anymore, so we should buy Ward-Prowse. I would love Ward-Prowse. I've bought him on my FIFA career. He's absolutely amazing. We should get Lorenzo Luca. He's 6'7" and only 21. Very good in the Serie. Jose has great vision and is doing well. Sergio Oliveira is a huge boost for us, and I'm glad he's back to his roots and signing Portuguese players. They have fighting spirit and a winning mentality. He wanted Danilo Pereira as well. I'm glad we're interested in signing Guedes in the summer. He will be awesome. My big dream is to see Renato Sanchez in Roma to eventually replace Mickey next season. That will be phenomenal. Yeah, Renato Sanchez is very young. As I said before, Milan have proposed a bid to Lille, but they've turned it down. They know that he's such an important player for them. Right. Let's see. Douglas Costa, ex-Juventus player, has gone to the MLS. By the way, the lads have went back training today. Have gone back training after a few days of break. So that's interesting to see. How they'll. On Saturday we've got a very important match which we need to win. There are no excuses. We need to win the match on Saturday. They are a shit team. If we don't win, it will be absolutely woeful. Right, no latest breaking news here. I highly think we've got 13 minutes left. I think transfer market for Roma will be done. Obviously, we can't expect players to come in. We might expect some players to get loaned out, but I highly think it won't happen in these last 13 minutes. Keep on asking questions, lads. Keep on asking questions if you want to know my opinion on some players. Ask questions in the live chat, and I'll keep you updated with some transfer news, which are coming out. Right, so something I want to talk about is the players which Mourinho has told Thiago Pinto to kind of pay attention to for this summer, and the players which Mourinho has asked in a way, no, I wouldn't say asked, has mentioned to Thiago Pinto, possibly giving a clue that Mourinho is interested in them this summer and believes in these players and they can, that they can improve the team. Or Xhaka and Mourinho. In fact, I'm going to write these down because, I'm going to write them down right now, and over the course of this summer, then we'll look at these players and see if we buy any of them. So let me write them down. We've got Xhaka. Xhaka is basically official. Mourinho wants him. He's been wanting Xhaka for a very long time. I remember filming this summer about Xhaka. So that is something which could happen. Another player is Senesi from Feyenoord, defensive player. Obviously Mourinho needs some defensive players, that's for sure. Xhaka, Senesi. Mourinho's also interested in Medina from Lens, which I've never heard of, but I'm reading this article. Medina from Lens. And also something which we're trying to figure out is, obviously, give him time, is Maitland-Niles. Because if Maitland-Niles plays well, adapts well, bonds well with other players, I highly think we don't need to buy another left-back and can easily just pay Arsenal to permanently buy Maitland-Niles. So I'm going to put Maitland-Niles down. I'm writing with a fat-ass highlighter here. Maitland-Niles. And Dalot, Diogo Dalot. I think this won't happen. I mean, this all depends on who the next Manchester United manager is. If it's gonna remain Rangnick, which I highly doubt, Dalot's gonna remain there. Because with Rangnick, Dalot has found so much confidence back. These are the players Mourinho's mentioned in these last couple of days. Obviously, the next objective after the transfer market is done is convincing Zaniolo to renew his contract. Which as I said in a couple of days ago, optimism is filtering around the air. Thiago Pinto and his agents are confident to make Zaniolo renew his contract, which is absolutely fundamental for us. I think he will follow Mancini's paths. Simon, what do you think of the Ibanez and Veretout leaving next season? I'm all in for Veretout leaving for a good amount of price. I'm definitely turning down Ibanez. Because Ibanez is a very young player and has played absolutely phenomenal this season. Ibanez is someone to keep. He is a young player. He's made his mistakes. Mistakes happen. Keep Ibanez. He's going to be great. And Veretout, I mean, if he keeps this poor form over the course of the second half of the season and a big offer comes, God sell him. I was reading a few weeks ago Tottenham being interested in Veretout. And, being able to pay 30 to 40 million pounds for Veretout, I will do it right now. The amount of players we could buy, for that price is unbelievable. By the way, lads, minus 10 minutes to the end of the transfer market. I agree. Robin Jose is fully committed to Roma. This is a beautiful city with amazing fans, a historical club, eager to return to the top, best place to be. Jose is happy and Roma fans love him too. Up Jose, up the Roma. I think Jose will stay, guys. He wants to leave his mark. I hope we can win more trophies. I don't know about Squid, but definitely I think we will win many trophies under him. By the way, I've got a bet. If we win the Conference League, I'm dyeing my hair. I put a post on a few weeks ago, and the promises are promises. If we win the Conference League, which is the 25th of May, the final, my school ends around the 25th of June, and I'm not allowed to dye my hair at school. So I'll probably dye, if we win the Conference League, I'm probably going to dye my hair around the 28th of June. Promises are promises. I said it. If Roma win the Conference League, I'm dyeing my hair. I think Roma will make Oliveira permanent. I think the way he's playing is phenomenal. I've used this word so many times over the course of these 25 minutes. But yeah, if he keeps on this rhythm, God buy him. It means that... plus, I don't think Porto would ask a lot of money, to be honest with you. Because they gave him away. They loaned him out for about £5 million, which is not a lot. Obviously, they're asking like £50 million if you want to permanently buy him. It's amazing. Douglas Luiz and Grilic for CDM, right back and right wing Spence Diad. Douglas Luiz is a good shout. It's going to cost quite a lot of money. Grilic is another option, indeed. I'm so glad Mancini renewed his contract. Mancini and Ibanez are amazing. Yes, I fully agree, Simon. Ibanez has become top class with Jose. He's my favorite centre-back in Roma. I would hope so too, but it would have to be a miracle. Right. 7:50 at the end of the transfer market, the Serie transfer market. If you're confused because you know that the Premier League ends later tonight, the Serie does end at 8 p.m. Italian time, which is exactly in 7 minutes. It's 8 p.m. in 7 minutes, and it's ending in 7 minutes in the Serie. Right. So I've written these names down: Dallo, Oliveira, Xhaka, Senesi, Medina. Let's look at a picture of Medina because I have no clue of what he looks like. Medina. There you go. The Arab city came out. Medina Lens. This guy. Argentinian defender. Oh, he's a defender. Interesting. So I'm going to keep this list. And keep it. Stick it here. And this summer we'll look back at it and see if any of these players actually joined Roma. I have a feeling out of these players, Xhaka will join Roma. I'm confident Xhaka will join Roma. Mourinho wants him so much. He wants to leave Arsenal. We've got all the good vibes for someone to leave. I think he actually will. Right. 6 minutes and 29 seconds. Let's see if there are any breaking news from Fabrizio. Donny van de Beek joins Everton. Well, you know that. Frank Lampard, new Everton manager. What do we think? Can Lampard save Everton from... I mean, yeah, he probably will. But do we think he'll impact great? Good? By the way, that Croatian guy I talked about is 2006. He's 1 year younger than me. God, that's young. I thought he was like 20 or something. We've bought a 2006 guy. That's 1 year younger than me. Mate Ivkovic. Croatian brother. Mate Ivkovic, if you're watching this, good luck, mate. We'll be commenting your performances in a couple of years. Mate Ivkovic. What's his name again? Mate Ivkovic. 2006. That's unbelievable. This guy. Bro, if you're watching, stay tuned. Looking forward to seeing your hair dyed, Simon. Let's go. Yes, Simon, Facundo Medina or Marcus Senesi would be great for us in the summer. I'd focus on Senesi more than Medina, to be honest. 5 minutes, countdown to 5. And transfer market is done, basically. I'm really curious what's happening with Aubameyang, to be honest, because it feels as if everything has slipped away. AC Milan are interested in Botman to sign this summer, obviously. And yeah. And Venezia have bought Jean-Pierre and Same, which I think is the young boys guy which scored against Manchester United. Is it? Insame. He definitely played for young boys. Yep, he played for young boys. I think he scored against Manchester United. Right, 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Still time to sign Greenwood. That you know, it's actually very... It's not sad, because he's an absolute bitch. I'm not sad. Obviously, I'm sad for his girlfriend, but I'm kind of happy for him, because it's just... It's just a young player like him, the amount of hard work he went through, the amount of hard work he put, the amount of determination, sacrifices he put to become a Manchester United starting 11, to play next to Cristiano Ronaldo, all of this gone to shambles is just... I'm gonna say it again, big ups to his girlfriend, because not many people would post post evidence on social media in front of millions and millions of people, which in a way know Greenwood very well. So she was very brave, because she kind of submerged Greenwood in a graveyard, if you see what I mean. Do any of you guys have a dream defensive midfield, regardless of whether we can get him or not? Rudiger. Because he loves Roma. He was an ex-Roma player. I want Rudiger back. But, to be more unrealistic, I mean, yeah, it is unrealistic, but to me more unrealistic, even more unrealistic, I would have to go with... Van Dijk is good, but he's been committing a lot of errors lately, to be honest with you. I'd probably go with Marquinhos. Yes, Marquinhos. Do you think Juventus was the most successful in this transfer window? In the Serie, for sure. Overall, I think it's a battle between Juventus, Aston Villa, Everton, and not Everton. It's Aston Villa, Juventus. Yeah, it's these two clubs. But yeah, their transfer market was very, very good. The voice recording is enough proof. The voice recording is possibly the worst thing. I mean, everything is bad that she posted, but the voice recording is, it's probably the worst. Right, we've got countdown, 80 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, and the transfer market is done. And then transfer market, we'll see you this summer. So I don't have a bell or something to end it. Let me find something. Right, I'm gonna use a thesaurus and a dictionary to bang when it ends. Actually, you know what? Let's be more technological. Why would I use a book? Let's use a sound effect. 54 seconds in. Countdown at home, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. Let's get a sound. So yeah, we haven't bought any other players other than Sergio Oliveira and Maitland-Niles. We haven't loaned or gave out any other players, sold any other players. So 30 seconds until the end of the Serie transfer market, and yeah. Fazio went to Salernitana. That's one of the players which we loaned out, but we didn't sell him. He just asked Roma to end his contract, and yeah. So transfer market, 10 seconds left. It's been an absolute pleasure filming these transfer market live streams. It's been quite, good. Why does Siri pop up 1 second before it's done? Shut up. Right, it's done. The Serie transfer market is over. Boom. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Transfer market. We will see each other this summer. Everyone, I will catch you tomorrow for the preparations, for more news. Because now, transfer market's done. Concentration needs to be. on the Serie, on the Coppa Italia, which by the way is next week, in Milan. I was wrong, it's not in Rome, we're playing in Milan, and then the Europa Conference League. So, lads and lasses, concentration now after the transfer market needs to maximize. It's the most important. It's the most important part of the season now. Fingers crossed we do well. Fingers crossed, you know, we achieved something. Forza Roma, Dagli Roma, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Subscribe for you, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe for the transfer market. Subscribe. Let's get this channel to 2,000 subscribers as soon as possible. Like the live stream as soon as it becomes a video. And in the comments as soon as it becomes a video, also comment what you think of this AS Roma transfer. Now, I just want to see what the percentages before we leave. Oh, God. Right. We have got 50... We've got 39% of you guys saying ranking it a 3, 25% ranking it a 4, 27% ranking it a 1 or 2, and 9% giving full marks on the transfer market. I will catch you tomorrow. Transfer market is done. I would give it a solid 4. I think the 2 players we bought have had an immediate impact.